Hey, what's up? It's me. If you don't know by now, I go by the name of Miss Billion Dollar Bailey. And people always tell me that I have like the funniest stories, that I should start a vlog, because some of the shit that I go through and some of the people and the things that I encounter is just like unreal and unbelievable. And then I guess I have a certain knack for telling the story. So what most people get is what I post up on Facebook. But I guess I have a funny face, whatever. And so when I'm telling stories, the people in front of me say that they find it funnier because of my expressions. So, I really have no control over that. I don't know if I'm like spazzing and my face is just like going crazy. But I decided that I would actually start to vlog to satisfy the masses. Now, I don't have too much of shit to say right now, other than I'm fucking pissed off at Delta because I had this hat, right? At the end, I'm going to tell you that it has to be that it was karma that got me. So I went Christmas shopping with my brother, Sha. Shout out to S. Bell and his fiance, Kim Vasquez. Y'all hating bitches. She got him. Anyways, love you, Kim. I would do a heart, but I'm holding the iPad with my other hand. See, I got another hand. Anyways, so I go shopping with them. We go to Bloomingdale's, and I wanted a cream colored hat because I always think like cream is really classy. In the wintertime, you put on with a dark coat and maybe some red gloves, it just pops. So I find this hat, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this shit. Turns out the hat is $198. I'm like, what the fuck is this made out of? Rabbit's ass? And it turns out it actually is made out of rabbit's ass. Right? So now, who else has a rabbit's ass hat? I need to have this hat. But I'm not paying $198 for it. So, now the next part of the story is a complete lie. Just in case somebody from Bloomingdale's loss prevention is reading. I like to make shit up all the time. So this is not true. So, I take this hat and I make sure that there are no other hats like it. And turns out that it's not. And somehow, while I was walking through the store with the hat in my hand for like 10 minutes, the price tag came off, right? Not the security tag, back up, not the security tag, but the price tag comes off. And so I see like there's a lot of other different hats and gloves and whatnot that have like 30% off. So now I'm thinking if I get 30% off this hat, even though it's still a lot of money, I feel like I came off because there's no way I'm paying $198 for a fucking hat. But it's rabbit's ass. So I need it. So anyways, after about 20 minutes, I go in front of like the cashier's little Italian lady. Well, what do you want? So we can't tell. I can't say the hat. It's da-da-da-da, whatever. She's giving me the whole thing. So she pulls something similar up. That's how I got, and she goes, oh, well, it's $198. I'm like, damn, I was hoping that she would think it was another hat and maybe give it to me for like $40, whatever. 40 plus the 30% off. So anyways, she goes, but this hat isn't on sale. So I'm like, well, it's the only one there and it has a spot of makeup on it. She goes, well, it's brown makeup. And I said, so? She goes, well, you're brown. And I go, yeah, but that doesn't mean that that's my makeup. And I'm offended. So I need you to call your supervisor. So she gets the supervisor on the phone. Whatever. Supervisor says, you know what? Go ahead and give her 30% off. She hangs up. I said, yeah, but what about the brown spot? I need 10% off for the brown spot. This woman looked at me like I just came from hell with angel wings on. So whatever. I'm like, but ma'am, I really would appreciate if you would ask them if, whatever. So she does. And they come back and they say, okay, you can have 40% off. So now it's 40% off of this $198. That's nearly half off. It's still a lot of money for a hat. But this is, say it with me, rabbit's ass. Okay. So, I purchased my rabbit's ass hat for the 40% off. I'm happy. I go find a perfect matching gloves, blah, blah, blah. So fast forward to today, January 5th, where I'm flying on Delta. And turns out that my boss is on the same flight and sitting right next to me on the plane. Okay? I'm usually a lot more careful than that. But thank God I fucks with him. So it was cool. So anyways, at some point, because I'm leaving from New York where it's cold and I had my hat on, I took the hat off before the plane took off, right? So I took it off. I got up to go to the bathroom. Completely forgot about the hat. My boss goes, "Oh, by golly, someone has lost a hat," and takes the hat and gives it to the flight attendant. We're still at the gate in LaGuardia. I come out the bathroom. I'm not thinking about a hat. I mean, my hair looks fab. So who wants to put a hat on it, right? Would you? I mean, look at it. I mean, you probably were looking at it the whole time. Girls, stop playing. Girl, stop playing. You know you was looking at it. Because anytime I see a chick with nice hair and she's talking, I be looking at the hair like, as soon as you shut the fuck up, I'm going to ask you where you got that from. If y'all want to know where I got my hair from, how much I paid for it, blah, 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 you can hit me later on. I haven't mastered putting up little tags and shit. So just hit me on Facebook or hit me at Bailey3394@yahoo.com and I will tell you where I got this hair and who did it too. And how much it cost and how to get a discount. Anyways. Sorry, that was my lipstick that I put on. I was trying to distract you from looking at my hair. Put the lipstick on. Anyways, so I sit down, whatever. We take off. We're about to land in Orlando, which I probably already said. That's where I am right now, in my hotel room. And I realized I don't have my hat. So my boss goes, "Well, what are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for my hat." He goes, "Oh, I gave your hat to the flight," I describe it. He goes, "Oh, I gave it to the flight attendant." So I'm like, okay, cool. I call the flight attendant. Mind you, I'm in first class. And I'm not saying that just to say I'm in first class because I'm always in first class because I'm a first class type of girl. Okay, not really, but my company was paying for it. So, whatever. So anyways, so I get the flight attendant. She's right in front of me. I'm in row 2. Okay? So she goes, "Oh, yeah. When he gave me the hat, I made an announcement about, if anybody lost a hat." And I'm like, "Listen, I was in the bathroom for a minute. Maybe I could have missed it, but I didn't hear any, and you didn't come to me and ask me if I lost a hat or anything, So I'm like, "Listen." She goes, "Well, I gave the hat. It's in the back of the plane." So I'm thinking to myself, why in the fuck is my rabbit-ass hat in the back of the plane? So I said, she looks at me first. She goes, "Oh, it's in the back of the plane." So I say, "Yeah, you thought the video paused, right?" No, that's what she did. She looked at me like that. So I said, "Okay, well, do you think you could get my hat?" Actually, and I said it very nicely. Actually, this is the way I said it. I said, "Oh, well, thank you. I was wondering if perhaps you'd be able to get it from the back of the plane," because I'm sitting with my boss. Normally I'd be like, "Well, bitch, what the fuck is you standing there for? Get to the back of the plane, get my motherfucking hat. You don't see me sitting up here in first class? You talking about my hat is in the back? Chop, chop, ho, get my hat." Anyway, with my boss, so I'm like, "You think you can get it?" So she goes and she gets on the phone, and I hear, "Oh, no." She comes back to me. "Your hat is at LaGuardia Airport." I'm like, "Why is it at the airport? It was on the plane." "Well, when they were asking who the hat belonged to and no one said anything, we took the hat and we gave it to the people at the gate." So I'm like, "Okay, well, can you call the gate so I can get my hat?" And she's like, "Well, we can't call them, but when you leave off of the plane, go to baggage service and tell them da-da-da and let them know it's at gate 7. So I said, "Okay, fine." Really, I want to be like, "Bitch, is you motherfucking crazy? You don't know this is motherfucking rabbit's ass? Are you?" But got my boss with me. So I said, "Oh, well, thank you very much for that information, and I'll make sure I go and check because the hat was very special to me. It's Angora. So, I say to her, I said, "Well, can you give me the name, just so I have all of my facts in order, can you give me the name of the attendant who gave my hat to the people at gate number 7? And she says, "Well, it's the flight attendant back there." And I said, "Okay, can you tell me her name?" "Jan." "You got a badge on. What's the flight attendant's name who, has my hat or gave it to the gate?" it took this woman 10 minutes to decide to tell me the name of the person who allegedly had my hat and gave it to the people at gate number 7 in LaGuardia. So I get off the plane and I know I can kiss my rabbit's ass hat goodbye. I know I'm never getting it back. But my boss is like, hey, let's go to baggage claim and let's, see what we can do. So I get there and the lady behind the counter goes, a hat? Girl, people lose kids and don't even come down here asking for their stuff. I said, well, we're not talking about a kid. We're talking about a hat. And it's a rabbit's ass hat. So I'd like to have my hat, please. My boss is standing out in the back getting my bags. Yeah, that's right. He was getting my bags. Yeah, nah, chill. Nothing like that. But yeah, he was getting my bags. Anyways. So then she tells me, well, what you have to do is go to delta.com and search lost items. So I'm like, oh, they have a catch-all where they put all of the lost items and then you go in and she goes, no. Search for the words lost item. When the page pops up, fill in your information and tell us what it is that you lost. And we will try and find it for you. And I'm like, okay. So we, we get in the car and I log in through my phone and I fill out all the information. They ask you for everything but your blood type. So I filled all that out. And after I hit submit, the shit says, thank you. Delta will only contact you if we find your shit. That means I am never getting back my rabbit's ass hat. Karma? Because I tricked Bloomingdale's out of 40%? Allegedly. I didn't really trick them out of it. I'm just making this story up. Bloomingdale's people, don't come after me because I would never do anything like that. So this story is fake. See me? And I paid for it. I didn't steal it. I paid. I mean, if I were telling the truth about what happened with the hat, I paid for it. Full price. I wouldn't steal. Anyways, so the moral of my first and very long blog is karma will come back and get your ass no matter what you do. So you need to be careful about the way that you treat people. We need to be careful about the way we treat people, and we need to be careful and mindful of the things that we do. And in your daily interactions with people, just exercise a bit of thought and human compassion, and your world will probably be a better world. And if your world's better, my world's better, our world's better. And I'm just bullshitting. Just don't do fucked up shit, all right? Anyways, I'm going to Walmart because I packed and I didn't bring no toothpaste with me, and I was just eating these wings, which just reminded me that I need to do something about this breath. You never know, I might find me a little shorty, little jump off while I'm down here. Hey, the girls could do it too. What? Anyways, thank you. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for tuning in to my very first vlog. And I hope to have many more, because crazy shit just seems to happen to me all the freaking time. And yeah, so thanks, and let me know what you think. See you soon. That's my signature sign off now. All right, okay, I should go now?